Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of The X-Files, on to episode 8 of season 9. The last episode with Doggett losing his memory in Mexico. Totally unanticipated, quite a different episode. Was really starting to look like it wasn't really anything to do with an X-Files at all, and then it did actually turn out to be. I don't know what that guy was. Wasn't really an explanation of it. But it was totally enjoyable, showing that even with the loss of his memory, the detective and the military guy in here is still thinking on his feet and being able to figure out what he needs to do to get out of the situation. But also it was thanks to Scully and Reyes and Skinner to be able to piece everything together. It was thoroughly enjoyable. Anyway, let's carry on. This is episode 8. Don't forget to hit the sub already if you haven't, for more episodes of The X-Files, and we will continue on with the next one.
I made things happen. The wrong things. I caused pain to anyone who came near me. Oh, I never thought words like that would come out of my mouth. It's all because of the help and the love that I found in this room.
Why are you here, Ed?
I drove Victor. He knows I'm right.
Victor's been doing good.
Oh, yeah.
I've just been having bad dreams. Really bad dreams. Seeing people skinned alive.
Those boys in there are afraid of one thing, themselves, their true nature.
Dude,
you know what I'm
shut
saying,
up.
Victor?
You're not helping.
Sorta. What do you mean, sorta? Don't tell me that bull does you any good.
No, whatever it is, it's got him scared to death. Oh, he sees it waking. So that guy actually has them as waking dreams, not just in his sleep.
The way you sound, it seemed like something couldn't wait.
No, I needed another set of eyes on it. I called Scully in, too.
Dale Potts, ex-con, 3-time loser, career criminal.
He was murdered 5 days ago. Scully's got the crime report.
That's what's alerted her.
What I'm saying is this man was skinned alive. He said it came in a dream or a vision, according to the woman who last spoke to him.
Who's that?
Dr. Lisa Holland.
Lifelong criminals bound to have some bad enemies, people capable of this very thing. I mean, unless there's something here that I'm just not seeing.
Yeah, he's not seeing the connection
Well,
to
from
an
what I
X-File.
could see from my visual exam, the skin was removed with considerable skill. Is there anything else, Agent Reyes?
We kind of need more than this. What
Something
she's saying.
special that brought this case to your attention as a
Because she
possible
has
X-file?
premonitions herself.
No.
Doesn't strike as an X-File, does it? Just because you had a premonition.
Nobody cares much about them in life or in death.
Victor told the group a story about a dream he'd had.
These men are haunted by their pasts. That's why they're here. There was a man, Ed. He drove Victor to group that night. He was all over Victor's case.
You think he could have killed him?
I try to help these men.
I mean, that guy seemed to have been here as his friend, even though he's a jerk, but... You know, whenever Mulder used to start a new... Mulder used to start a new case, you always got the how, the why, the what, and what he thought it might be. And it always indicated towards some sort of X-File type. Reyes is different. And she seems to have just, to the other two, have just plucked this out of nowhere. Someone's cutting up a pig. Good way of practicing.
You eyeballing me? You got some kind of problem or something?
Problem? You know how it happened.
I got nothing to tell nobody.
You were messing with his head.
I've watched what you go saying.
Oh, what?
Why is she defensive?
You gonna do me too? But just like you said, you can't run from what you are.
Yeah? And I'll see you in hell.
Especially with this, I'll see you in hell crap. Yeah, he's making you see it now. Shouldn't be saying that. Who's the blonde?
This
is every case of removal of the human dermis I could find within the last dozen years. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have included that one because it's pretty much ancient history.
There's a pattern. There's a pattern.
Yeah.
The way the skin's been stripped off.
Yeah, there is a pattern.
But how could it be? Did you notice a date?
Oh, hell.
Dr. Bertram Mueller?
Oh, no, a doctor.
Yes?
My name is Dana Scully. I'm with the FBI.
In all my days, I never saw anything as inhuman as this.
Sir, I haven't located police records from the investigation.
Just the body.
I don't understand.
The victim was a John Doe, a nobody. I tried. The sheriff had other things in his mind, I suppose.
Why do you say that?
Well, it wasn't long after that he put a bullet through his head. This is some copycat murder 40-odd years later.
And why copy an obscure murder that nobody's ever even heard of?
I thought you knew. John Doe was only the first.
What? Unless we are dealing with somebody who isn't the age they appear to be, in which case it opens up a whole other book of worms. Can of worms.
See what I got for you.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea. If he comes up behind you now, you're off balance. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Oh, dear.
Oh, God. Oh, God, no. Let it go.
I don't understand why. I don't know the circumstances behind. We don't know anything about this guy or where he's from. The fact it relates to what's classed as a really old cold case of a John Doe is what's making it feel as though it warrants being an X-File.
Dr. Holland?
Monica?
Oh, she's having it.
What the hell are you dreaming about?
But actually it's a dream.
How did you know to come in here?
I was on the phone. I could hear you through the wall calling out. That anger management group she runs, it's getting smaller.
Because we got another one.
I'm gonna need to see some identification.
It's going to be really hard to get any evidence in here with it being a slaughterhouse.
We got some blood on the floor.
Hey, you okay? Monica?
It's exactly the same.
Agent Reyes. I got a call from Agent Doggett. He said there's another victim. Well, if you're up for it, I've got something to show you. Case files from crimes back in 1960.
This doesn't add up, does it?
See that light a second?
It's implausible we're dealing with the same killer. He's still alive.
God, he's still alive. Somebody get in here and get him down! Who did this to you? Do you know who did this to you?
That was the one.
Baby?
You're not. Get out.
What did I just say?
You're not. Get out.
I'm not even dressed.
I'm not judging. You're best away from this psychopath. Shouldn't you have had that covered?
What part of stuff right there did you not understand?
He's 4 years out of prison, holding down a job, showing up to work sober. Why do it? Kill a friend, then a coworker.
I don't think we're gonna find the murder weapon on him.
No, I don't.
What makes you say that?
Just a gut feeling.
This man here is running from something else. He said he had bad dreams.
I think he just knows what this is.
Seeing things.
I think its next victim it sees.
How would you know?
It makes you see it on someone
Maybe
else.
I see them too.
We just thought it was him. Not all.
Explain to me what you're doing in there, Agent Reyes.
I'm trying to make a connection.
You two about finished?
With what?
What about him?
Suspect. He's not our man.
What are you talking about?
Girlfriend vouched for him. Said they were getting hammered down to Ben Oak from 6 till closing.
I know where you live, partner.
You've had the body exhumed?
Well, I showed you files of men killed in 1960, skinned alive like the current victims. Well, I had 2 of those bodies exhumed, looking for crossover forensic details, using the exact same knife, which left a signature pattern of grooves.
Same knife.
Same knife, same killer. That's what you're saying, right?
I ran bios and backgrounds from the victims from 1960.
March 8th, 1960. June 21st, 1960.
Birth dates of Victor Potts and Terry Pruitt.
Same dates.
Potts and Pruitt were born on the exact same dates that the previous victims died.
She's a fucking enigma and an X-File in her own right. Reyes.
Inside the suspect's house, wondering where the surveillance is, I ordered.
I need a birth date on him. It's important. He may be in danger.
It's a link.
He may be gone.
It's a link.
I'll call you.
Let me guess. What's with that in his mouth?
5 minutes.
You see that man in there? You think it takes 5 minutes to do that to somebody, Detective?
I don't know how long it takes, Agent Doggett. Only know you said watch him so he don't run.
Looks to me like we're dealing with a real sick puppy here.
He had a premonition of his death. I'm involved in this some way.
She could be next.
I have some kind of memory of it. The same way they died before.
The same way they died before.
What the fuck are you going on
Not
about?
the men, but their souls.
Come again?
Their souls are murdered over and over again from one lifetime to the next.
What?
It doesn't strike you that these men were all born on the dates of the previous victims' deaths? A rag is stuffed in his mouth.
Now, how the shag do you know that?
A dirty rag,
How the hell do you know that?
black with soot.
Before she even took the cover off, she knew.
Coal dust.
Why coal
From a
dust?
coal mine.
Oh. Shivers. From an old coal mine. What did these souls do?
If the old files are correct, there's gonna be a 4th victim.
Could even be from like the 20s or
I'll
something.
set up a mine.
So she's basically saying something happened to them in here to be killed this way and then to be reborn with the same soul into another body on the same day for the process to just repeat. There you go. Still up on the board. I'm just going to let this play out, guys. I haven't a clue. I can't play detective on this one. That may be your sheriff. 1909. I said back to the 10s or the 20s. Because I think that's the sheriff in the photograph from 1909, not the one from the 60s. Need to check that too, suppose. Prospect slain in mining dispute. These 4. Oh, hell. I think we just found them all. So wait a minute. Someone boarded this mine up and never came in to check.
I'm
What
a
is
federal
going
agent.
on?
I'm armed.
You always fail. It's your lot. It's Reyes.
Well, at least he left her.
Are you hurt? Talk to me.
He was here.
Who?
Van Allen. Now he's born to keep avenging that injustice. Again and again.
Wow.
Van Allen's the cop here.
That's why these cases never get solved. I think I know who it is. Visions of people skinned alive. It's true, isn't it?
How did you know?
Where are you now? Get out of there. You're in danger. It's Detective Van Allen. He's coming after you.
Unusual that this one's the woman because the war is men. I don't think so. Yep. Good on you.
Always fail.
Not dying on me.
Yeah, what do you mean with that? Why does she always fail? Is there always someone that knows every time?
Doc says it's gonna be touch and go tonight, that we should go home. Go on, Monica.
And if he dies, it all starts again.
I'm learning now. However you did it, however you knew what you know, what matters here is you saved a woman's life.
It's just a long way to go from this.
Yeah.
To this.
Who was the original victim?
That's what these people were trying to do. All the victims. Trying to atone for their sins from what happened in that photo. Only this man wouldn't let them.
No. I don't know.
Whoever I was, I failed.
Yeah.
In 1868. In 1909.
In 1960.
I failed. The way I felt him when I saw that picture of the first victim.
That I'll fail. Well, maybe in this life you succeed.
Has to change eventually.
200 joules. Clear.
Just been reborn. So who will it be next time? If there really is such thing as the religious side of things and God and reincarnation and everything. That was unusual. Yeah, what I was basically saying there is how that portrayed, how that ended there, where at the moment of his death, that soul transfers straight into a newborn baby. I've often wondered that. I'm sure it's been discussed throughout the ages by every religion and every nation, and that you're reborn and your whole mind is completely reset as a newborn baby. But as you grow up, your choices can determine whether you stay the same soul or not. This one was weird because I couldn't work the damn thing out. I don't think you were meant to, until Reyes pretty much dropped it on us that this has been going on since the late 1800s, and it's the same tortured soul that feels vengeance and revenge into recapturing the same people every time they're reborn. This one was basically about reincarnation and about that. It was quite difficult to try to work out. All I knew is, for some reason, it was the detective. I don't know how I knew that. It was weird. It went very quickly from being our initial suspect, that guy at the beginning who was the jackass, who was just as terrified as everybody else. But fear comes out in people in all different guises. Some people will crack, some people will break down, some people will become paranoid, sleepless, and just not be able to cope with the situation. And in other men, in other people, the men in particular, can come out as arrogant and violent and nasty because they don't know how to deal with it. But it was an unusual case, and we do seem to be getting quite a few of these with Reyes involved. I don't know precisely what they're saying that she is either, whether she's some sort of, like I said, sixth sense or a medium or what. But it's taken the show on a slightly different turn, and sometimes she's pulling out X-Files out of the random pot because of her experiences, not what's particularly written down on paper the way Mulder would have analysed things. But I like that they're keeping Scully in it. Right, I think that will do for that episode. Right, I will be back with episode, I have no idea. Episode 9 next. Don't forget, all of these episodes are available over on YouTube playlists, all of them there, and there are also uncut versions, full extended length versions on Patreon. Just check the link in the description. We are, a little bit into season 9, but if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, guys, and you do like the X-Files, I would appreciate a quick sub. I will be back with another episode in another 2 or 3 days. Till then, thanks a lot for watching. By all means, post your comments down below. We're still a ways to go with season 9, that finishes what's classed as the original series of the X-Files, and then 10 and 11 are made years later, fairly recently. But I'm still thoroughly enjoying this series, even though we don't have Mulder in it anymore. Whether he comes back, if he comes back at some point, no idea. Not a clue. I'm intrigued to find out. I hope you'll join me for the next one. Take care.